Assalamu alaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I hope you all will be doing fine. Let's start our today's lecture, which is about parathyroid gland. We are going to cover two glands today, the parathyroid gland and the pancreas. I'll make the both topics in different videos. So, parathyroid gland. Human beings have four parathyroid glands, which are situated on the posterior surface of upper and lower poles of thyroid glands. You see, these are four parathyroid glands, which are situated on the upper poles and lower poles on the thyroid gland, which we have discussed previously. This whole is thyroid gland, and the four spots you can see, the yellow spots are the parathyroid glands. All right, the parathyroid gland secretes a hormone known as parathormone. In this section, we are going to discuss two hormones, parathormone and calcitonin. The calcitonin was hormone which was secreted by the thyroid gland. The C cells, the follicular cells of the C cells which were adjacent to the follicular cells, those cells were secreting the hormone calcitonin. But we haven't discussed calcitonin in the thyroid gland because the parathormone of parathyroid gland and calcitonin has similar functions to each other. That's why we are going to discuss them today together. So, parathormone have two very important functions. You need to learn this thing in the very start of this lecture that parathormone is responsible for maintaining the blood calcium levels and for maintaining the blood phosphate levels. For maintaining the blood calcium levels and for maintaining the blood phosphate levels. Yes. So, whatever the functions we are going to discuss today will be all about the maintenance of calcium and all about the maintenance of phosphate. Parathormone secreted by parathyroid gland is essential for the maintenance of blood calcium level within a very narrow critical level. Maintenance of blood calcium level is necessary because calcium is an important and organ ion for many physiological functions. Primary action of PTH is to maintain the blood calcium level within the critical range of 9 to 11 milligram per dl. So you see 9 to 11 milligram per dl is the normal value, is the normal critical range in between which the calcium should be maintained in your blood. The blood calcium levels has to be maintained critically because it is very important for many activities in the body. So now let's see how is the parathormone going to maintain the blood calcium level. It will act on the bones, on the kidney, and on the gastrointestinal tract in order to increase or maintain the blood calcium levels. So you see, this is the parathyroid gland. It has function on bones, on the kidneys, gastrointestinal tract. So what happens on bones? Parathormone enhances the resorption of calcium from the bones by acting on osteoblasts and on the osteoclasts. Now, I am very sure you guys are going to ask me about what are osteoclasts and what are osteoblasts. So, I know you guys must have studied about this previously in your anatomy, but just for your reminder, I have put a picture over here about osteocyte, osteoblast, osteogenic cell, and osteoclast. These all are the bone cells. So, osteoblasts are basically the bone forming cells, and osteoclasts are the ones which resorb the bones. So, parathormone directly acts on these osteoblasts and osteoclasts in order to resorb the calcium from the bones. So it take the calcium from the bones and put that calcium into the blood. Number one. Number two, on kidney. Parathyroid increases the reabsorption of calcium from the renal tubules along with magnesium ions and hydrogen ions. So the